Hi, welcome to the Freeman Conversations. I'm Jobert Ocal, the online editor of the Freeman.
And I'm Vanessa Balbuena, the entertainment editor of the Freeman. Hello!
And this is another edition, our second edition of Fearless Forecast for Binibining Cebu pageant. Are you excited, Vanessa?
Very excited.
You've been covering Binibining Cebu since it started last year. We launched the pageant last year, and this is our second year. How has the coverage been so far?
So far, it has been less hectic this year.
Really?
Because last year we had an out-of-town pre-pageant event, and we actually had more pre-pageant events this year. Last year,
Yeah.
There was a Terno, an evening gown, but this year we just had two, so it's actually less busy this year.
Okay, because last year I remember the Terno competition was
in
held
Argao.
Argao, which is, for those of you who might not be living in Cebu, Argao is about 2 hours away from Cebu City, so they had to ferry the candidates going there. And also there was another
Logistically, it was not that
ideal?
ideal for the media and for the candidates themselves also.
Yeah, but I'm sure they had fun also
Yes.
last year. Also, there was a competition in SMC side last year.
The evening gown competition. But this time they made it easier for the girls as well as for the media by converging into one event. The resort wear and evening wear competition in one night was held September 26th at Mandani
the 10th at Mandani.
But before that, of course, we had the launching and the press presentation of the candidates last August 24 at the North Wing, at the Mountain Wing atrium of SMC side, and then just this Sunday, we had the pre-pageant interview at Oak Ridge.
So that was their last competition.
Yes,
preliminary competition. Okay, and I'm very excited because last year we got 4 out of 5 names.
These
4
were
of them actually won. The actual Binibining Cebu, April Smith, Binibining Cebu Tourism, Samantha Lowe, Binibining Cebu Charity, Maria Gigante, and one of the runners up.
Ingrid Herodias, yes.
So I don't know. I don't know this year if we're gonna get 4 or even more, because this year we have 5 crowns in store.
Okay, that's actually one of the 2 major changes this year.
Okay.
They added 2 crowns, the Binibining Cebu Ecology and the Binibining Cebu Heritage. And the second major change, of course, was the inclusion of single moms.
Yeah.
We started off with 6 single moms in the roster. Now it's only down to 5 because one backed out, the initial representative of the Manho. Now we have 5, and if I can just
of course, yes,
name them, they're one of the strongest, I think, is Kimberly Cover, representing Alegria. She was actually second runner-up of our very own Jamie Harrell during Miss Philippines Earth 2014. She was Miss Philippines Earth Water, so I think she's one of the strong contenders. Another single mom this year is Amelie Mira Growell for Compostela. We have Sharon Grace Angel for Hinatilan, Ivy Topic for the City of Naga, and Mary Grace Castillo for San Fernando.
And Ivy, for one, is also an experienced candidate.
Yes. And by the way, there are a lot of people correcting us online that dili daw siya dapat Naga City. It should be said as City of Naga.
City of Naga.
I don't know about it. I don't know about it.
Okay, because for example, many of the towns or cities actually have their municipal or city hall, City of Naga or City of Cebu, for example, but you can still call it Naga City. Yeah. So, to those of you who are your bets, tell us who your bets are and type them in the comment section so we can also acknowledge them as we go through today's Fearless Forecast. And of course, we will not be alone in today's Fearless Forecast. Just like last year, I know, and we have someone who is also into pageantry.
Yes.
He is actually a pageant coach, events organizer, a host, and of course, would like to welcome to the Fearless Forecast of this year's Binibining Cebu, our entertainment reporter in Banat News and our Kabana Tanay, John Philip J.P. Lau. Hello, J.P.
James.
Oh, sorry, James.
James joining us. Hello, may hapon, sir, Miss Vanessa. Hello sa ato ang mga viewers ko sa The Freeman. Actually, it's my first time to be here. It's my first time to be your
in Freeman.
Your guest in Freeman pero may naman dito sa Balatanay. Yeah, it is also my pleasure to share my ideas as to kung kinsa ang para nato ang top 5 and we'll make it to the last round of Philippine Cebu 2018.
Thank you very much for joining us because
My pleasure,
despite your
sir.
very busy schedule, you just came from out of town yesterday and now you're back in Cebu City. Tomorrow you'll be somewhere again. And later on at 4 o'clock, we will
We will
still
be
see
having
you
our
in
Banat
Banat Live and Live on the
Mhm.
Banat News page. They will also be dishing out there.
Last year, it was
Nakakapagod
also
ka.
actually my honor to join them also in the
Yeah.
Freeman's forecast sa Banatanay with Sanden
And Yuri.
and then Miles and
Yeah, later po sir sa Banatanay sa Banat page, maghimo po may forecast na mo.
Yes, yes, yes.
At to mi atangin din kay mag-away sa mi. Ano ba na showbiz chikadora sa Banat News.
Okay, so what actually happened here is that ako sa lang gipangutana si Vanessa and James Philip.
Ang lakas makalalaki.
JP, I asked them to come up with their top 5
Mhm.
candidates of this Philippine Cebu. So actually, the faces of the photos of those ladies are actually here right behind us, and we'll discuss first the ladies they did not agree on. So 4 of the ladies they did not agree on, but they agreed on 3 ladies this year. So we'll discuss first. Okay, and again, would like to emphasize that our fearless forecast will not have anything to do with the final judging of Binibining Cebu 2018 on Friday, and this will not in any way influence.
Pero take note sir and Vanessa, last year nagkatakdo ang ato ang mga forecast
Yes,
diba?
yes, yes.
Mao yun po to sila
So,
mga
ganito yung bet yung kayo mga
April and Maria.
So they got
representing your hometown of Bantayan si Maria.
No, Bantayan siya na.
Kasi
Santa Fe was koan kining Natasha.
Natasha. Karon, executive assistant na sa
diba?
Binibining Cebu organization. And again, for fun rin siya guys. To the parents, to the supporters of the 49 candidates that will not be choosing, don't bash us.
Ay, kita base ko sa ato mga kita from the media based on our previous interviews,
Yes.
kita atong pagkita nato nila sa rampa, the way they talk, di ba? Yeah.
So that's exactly how we chose the top 5 candidates. Well, how they chose the top 5 candidates. Both of them have actually encountered the candidates in person.
Well, if you ask me, I base it on the Freeman interviews that
Yes.
our very hardworking Ramon Taguchi
Was also here, the head of our info
Yes.
series.
Si
That-
Sir
that's
Ramon
where I
reason
based
sa
on-
dito kayo ng mga kung ano to ano sa online kanina
Yes,
mga
the individual
mga
videos.
video, di
Because
ba?
he did not do it in just one sitting, huh? Follow up niya ubang girls were not present during the first photo shoot. So
Yes, unfortunately,
it's
several
very
of them.
hard on him. So
I know.
good job, Ramon.
Congratulations, Ramon.
Okay. So going back, dito na ako sa Freeman videos, i-base ang ilang speaking skills.
Yes.
And also those that I met and talked to personally. Because admittedly, I was not able to have FaceTime with each candidate judge. So
Yes.
there were those who
Because there are
visited
40
us.
How many? 45?
54.
54 candidates, and it's not easy to.
Yeah. Although I saw all of them during the resort and swimmer competition and press launch, dili jud tanan mga kanang dinuulay jud. So,
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, but before we will reveal to them our top picks, unsa kaning since mag-close na may dinisyan sa second edition of Philippine Cebu, unsa may imong kuan, unsa imong giganahan ani kay ako ganahan ko intriga, di ba? Unsa imong gusto ani nga sa second leg sa sa second edition na sa Philippine Cebu niya. Unsa pa imong gikasaway kung naa man gani kini?
how about we start with you? Because you're
Ano ikaw sa editor ako?
What
Ako at first, ayoko rin i-bash ha, kining based on my kung ano lang yun, unsa ni, based on my personal, unsa ni kining preference, kining nabuak yun ko atong pagawas bitaw nun sa idea ba nga kanang mo-appeal ang mga single mom, di ba?
Okay.
Pero kita mo dili sa Cebu,
That
di
we
ba?
broke here first in the Freeman newspaper.
Oo,
Yes,
kita
yes,
nagkuan ato
yes.
na
We broke the story
breaking
about
ato niya. Kining ako ang pagtuon ako ato mga kuan ato siya na mga hungihong hearsay pero natinuod gyud niya. Pero by the moment nga pagkita ako sa mga candidates nga murag kuan gyud pod kanang mga aside sa gwapa, mga tarong, mga murag gyud pod mga way mga anak ko. Okay, pero kay kita di ba as what I've said earlier kaning kita murag danaan ta sa Cebu bitaw nga kaning daga ra gyud. Pero dili man kay ato ang discriminate ang mga naay anak pero mauto siya nga at first nagkasabot mga ganyan ato ng dili ni Yuri nga kining kung pwede ato mga daga lang. Pero karon nawagtang mo to sa issue no, di ba?
So until now, your opinion is
Kung pwede kanang para lang yun sa mga single.
pero I remember mo nga, point po ato why you don't agree is that naman ko pila pageant. There's already an avenue for mothers to also join a beauty pageant. So it's not that there's no avenue.
Anya, second is ko aside sa ato na ay mga single mom, atong age bracket sa, di ba, di patasan, di ba?
Okay.
Yung 29, di ba?
Okay.
28, okay. Sabi niya, last year was 26, sato siya no, ang ilang koan.
Yeah. But then again, this is just the second edition of the Binili Cebu pageant. Many learning experiences.
Daghan po ang pwede mahitabo na
Yes.
kaming edition pa, di
And
ba?
I'm sure there will be more adjustments later on as they streamline, rules and policies. This is the second edition.
So to put it simply, they bended rules to accommodate a few candidates.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
I
You have to tell me off the record.
That's the reason. Nga nung i-appeal na po sa ang top 5.
Later on, you don't reveal the names yet, but for now, we'd like to give a shout out to the supporters of Miss Katmon, Miss Alcoy, Miss Barili, Miss Dalaget, Miss Tabuelan. Thank you very much for joining us. If you have whoever your choice is, type them down so we can also acknowledge.
Okay.
Okay.
What
Okay,
are you talking about?
Yes, and as we are having our fearless forecast, another Cebuana is also competing internationally this time. We have the former Miss Lapu-Lapu, Eva Patalino, who is competing right now in, where's this?
She's so ready na sa
Miss
Miss
Grand
Grand
International. Is this in Thailand or Myanmar?
Myanmar.
Myanmar.
Yeah, Myanmar.
So-
Kaya last week, nagkuhan na to sila kanang
National competition.
national outfit.
By Philip Campos, if I'm not mistaken. And I think her gown will be by Kani.
Yung crown by Roy Tizon. Hello, Mami Roy.
Good
Ay,
luck,
yung
Eva.
crown.
Eva, good luck. Thank you very much for making Cebu proud, and we know that you are making us proud there in Myanmar, in Miss Grand
Oh,
International.
how about Jessica Ribal? Is she
Na-
ready? Did she ready? Tinipad na ba si Jessica? Or wala?
Wala pa.
Wala pa.
May nakakuha ba sa crown na Sir Grand International na
The
Filipina?
highest na kay first runner-up was
Okay.
Nicole Cordobes.
Okay.
Before her was second runner-up si
Clancy? Or was Clancy last year?
Clancy was last year. She got second runner-up, if I'm not mistaken.
One of the runners-up.
Yeah. And also Cebuana, si Clancy.
Is she?
Yeah, she represented Cebu City in Binibini.
Okay. Well, continuing education for me. Okay, are you ready?
I am
Are
ready.
you ready? Okay.
Ipakatawag ready.
And you might be wondering, ano naman yung mga,
Oh,
why do we
meron.
have question marks here?
Bali kaning tulo din he, mao ni
Yes.
ang amo ang nasabutan ni Vanessa no, murag nagka-unite nga mao na gid sila. Appeal din sila.
Actually, walang pinasabot. Nag-agree lang tayo.
Ay nagka-agree.
Yeah, because I asked them separately.
Uh-huh.
Who's your top 5?
Mhm.
Who's your top 5? And then these 3 photographs here are the ladies that they agree on.
And then this post is yet to be discussed, di ba? So mao ni ang debatihan ron kinsa
Yes.
gid na nato yung butang.
Okay, so let's begin with the candidates you did not agree on, but you included in your individual top 5. Let's begin with you, Sir JP.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you, Sir Jumper, for calling me Sir JP, not Sir James. Ang lakas mga lalaki.
Yeah.
Hello again, everyone. Nga karon ato ang sugdan no, ang ato ang gihuwat na gyud na
Let's begin
portion
with the top.
ini.
Yeah.
Kining ato ang sugdan ang mao ni siya ang ako ang first nga kining ako ang i-reveal ninyo sa ato ang 5. So
Yeah.
actually, I have 2. So pero dili pasabot ani nga kining duha amo ay mahimong miss unsa to sa mga crown katong highest crown kani for me lang ha mao ni siya ang either nilang duha third runner up, first runner up or second runner up,
Okay.
di ba?
Okay.
So kay there are 3 crowns there.
No, there are 5 crowns this year. So, yeah, ang imong gipili na top 5, any
mao
one of
ang-
them can have a crown already for you.
Pero sila ang naa sa ko ang dapit kini mga last
Maybe
part.
the echo and the
Heritage.
Okay, we have first Rachel Uy of Talisay City. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Ang pangutana nga naman because I've seen her sa iyang mga previous sa mga interviews niya, sa iyang pagrampa niya. Although wala gid kaayo gid ko na hatagan chance no nga kini makapaminaw bitaw no sa iyang kani mga sa media interview. Nakadungog ako niya sa ato pag-introduce niya sa himself, niya gamay niya nga advocacy. Pero ako man yun, since magsige na kita kong sunod-sunod sa kini mga pageant, bitaw na leading pageant sa Cebu, usa sa ako ang basihan din kining confident. Di ba? Kini bitaw ko iglakaw nila kining murag naa kay naa mo kay gipa interview last year bitaw sa inyo nga kini bitaw kung ano beauty cream maker nga
Okay.
ang ilahang giingon pud sir nga
Yes.
usa gid kuno ani gid sir sa mo excel gid kuno sa kini bitaw sa mo patibabaw gid sa tanan kining candidate kuno nga once igrampa ko nila Vanessa sa stage mura ko na spotlight mura ilaha ko tanan ang light ba
Are we talking about Jonas Gapon? Nga nag-story ng Beauty Queen Maker, dili?
dili local na sila. Kaya kana bitaw nga iniglakat sobra ka confident na murag kana bitaw kada angle na ang spotlight nang gitira niya. So mao niya ako nakita kan ko ang Rachel Uy. And I believe usa po sa nahimo po siya runner up din no sa highest pageant in Cebu. If I'm not mistaken sa Miss Cebu.
Rachel Uy? We'll research on that. Yeah.
Later,
So in short, maayo niya siya marang.
Maayo niya siya
Very
marang.
pretty.
Okay. How tall is
Very
she?
confident. Mauna. Di ba kay dili po siya kataasan.
Okay.
O 5'4". Maka-remember ko niya ako ang means. Di ba?
Okay,
Means
but
yun, right?
we do have the current Miss Universe, the reigning Miss Universe. Actually not very tall. She's just
Gloria.
5'5" or something. Miss South Africa. 5'5" or 5'6". So not as tall as the usual international standard, so to speak, na mga 5'10", 5'9".
Well, locally, we have Catarina Sanja Rodriguez, so just one Miss
Yes, that's
World
true.
Philippines,
That's true.
who is not that really statuesque.
Okay.
Talisay City Rachel, admit si Brad, by the way, is our Freeman reporter.
Ah.
Canada Miss
Who eventually
Press
became
Freedom.
Miss Cebu Press Freedom 2018.
Okay.
Ay katong pag-presentation bitaw nila no nakita na ko siya self sa April Smith nga di ba nakainumdum ka nga ikaw ba to kanina to or sa pikas na nato ka ba ng mga reporter nga ingon ko nga kung karon gyud ang pageant si April Smith ni kita mataog
She was
di
the
ba?
most ready.
Oo,
This was last year.
Mao ko nakita niya
I
ito
see.
pa ko ang
Okay.
presentation ka.
So you felt and you still feel she's very prepared sa pageant this year.
Yes.
Okay. Before we continue, we'd like to say hi to the friends and supporters of Miss Ronda, San Fernando, Miss Bantayan, and Miss Bugo. Thank you very much for joining us. And please join us in the conversation. Give us your thoughts so we can also share them.
Kinsa inyo mga bet
Yes.
tight na diha.
Or do you agree or don't you not agree?
Ayaw ni bash.
Give us your thoughts.
Uh-huh.
We'll read your comments.
Yeah, back to Talisay, sir. So,
Okay.
mo to siya, no, katong ito pa-iyon ako mga katong during the time ito katong sa first presentation nila ni April Smith, kaniyon mo nga, kung karon gyud ang koan sa April gyud mo daw kay she was so ready during the time, and then I've seen Talisay City's representative Rachel Uy na
Okay.
parehas sila koan,
Aura.
parehas sila aura ni ato ni April Smith.
Okay.
Chinita ba niya siya? Kay
Hindi
Uy
ka.
man. Dili.
Maybe. Ako lagi, kuan mo po ko Chinese pero di ko chinita.
Ah.
Hello sa mga taga-Talisay. Oy, fiesta! Talisay po, di ba? So support na mo ha sa ato sa inyong bet din ha sa Talisay.
Okay, so from
Okay.
Talisay City, who's your next?
My next bet is Charan! Hinatilan! Sharon
Sharon
Angel.
Angel.
Is it Angel or Angel? Angel, yung mag-pronounce.
Dili kung pang dato Angel. Pero kung pang pobre, basta pa Angel. Kita mo kanina bitang at first sa pagpangayo ni Sir Jobert sa contact fiber, nagduha-duha dito niya. Kay aside from her, naapod kila invite dito dunta, di ba? But
Pero kasi
then,
hotel niya, Isa.
later na, ito i-reveal. But then, I decided to choose Hinatilan kay kinibitaw para na pag nakuno para mahatagan og justice, di ba Vanessa, para mahatagan og igagibog aton ang pag-revise nila sa ilang rules and regulations with ano nga pwede na nga moapil ang tayong mga anak. So by that sense, ayaw ko nga murag si Hinatilan usa ni tingali siya sa reason kung anong gi-open nila maong pageant para sa naay mga anak sa mga single man.
Okay, but Sharon is very pretty.
Yes, she is.
She's very pretty. Yeah.
Before we
She's
continue
also
with
smart,
Sharon,
diba?
I think we have one of the commenters.
Yeah.
Ato ning ikan nang i-verify later.
We'd like to verify this because from Efiram Flor de Lis Taliado, she says, I think ni back out man si Miss Talisay. I would like to verify this information. We would like to reach out to our friends from the organizing committee of Binibining Cebu. Is this true?
Ay, sila ka niya katong ko anak nagkamaos sa airline na naanay. Mura katuwag ko anak.
So,
So,
Ray,
ato
if
lang
you're watching,
i-verify
we'd like
yes.
to verify
Diba?
Rachel and back.
Our friends from Big Seed Events and Binibining Cebu, please tell us, confirm the information, or please clarify or correct.
So, sayang.
Kaya na siya chika Vanessa nga na usa nila nga kato na ani ticket daw sa kanang sa international airline niya mulib na niya wala sa choice na dili biyaan ang Binibining Cebu.
Okay. So, but whether or not she backed out, she remains to be in your top 5.
Yes.
Okay, and then of course,
Back to Sharon,
yeah.
di ba? And itong tanaw na rin ang picture, di ka magtuong na yung anak ko, di ba?
Yes.
Very smart, niya, kining, kung ano po siya, compose ito kayo siya as a person, as a human being.
She was one of the top models back then when she was younger.
Okay.
How old is she? Ganyan, 27?
Yeah, 26 or that.
26, 27.
Yeah.
So, what's yung thought ni
She, I think first I came across her name first when she joined Miss Mandawi years ago. I cannot recall the exact year, and then she sort of had an altercation with the winner, so that's how she. Pero si Marigold, ilang pa sila to that time.
Okay.
And then after that, I heard na nagkaanak siya, and then parang nagkapon siya model. And before that, ay nagbukya na siya, na-runner-up na siya sa bukya ng Pilipinas.
So, diba? One of the strongest contenders.
Which is really photogenic. During the evening wear competition, she wore a pink or fuchsia pink gown. She looked really stunning. So
And
yes.
what I really like, if we're talking about beauty queens, kanang beauty queen you don't have to explain
Their
na
beauty.
the beauty nga kanang guwapa gyud.
So, parang ako,
Like you,
na kaning kung di ka gwapa, ano mo abin beauty pageant?
because it's still a beauty pageant, right? It's still a
So,
beauty
bitaw sila no kanang panidugon mo na nimo, ibutang na nimo sa bildo, beauty queen, di ba?
Kung ikaw, tanong ni Mon sa man siya, like, Corona Jod, ang heritage, ang ecology.
We'll discuss that later.
Later,
We'll discuss that
okay,
later.
okay.
So, JP, you have Talisay City and Inatilan in your top 5.
Top five.
Plus, of course, these 3 ladies here, we'll uncover later on. So, those are your top bets. Okay.
So again, ato na pero it has nothing to do with the ato imong game kami na mga future results sa ato ang pageant. No, kini ang ato na gid this
These are just
our personal preference.
Okay.
Okay,
And
so-
before we go on to the next, we'd like to say hi to the friends of the candidate from Cebu City North, who is representing Cebu City North District.
Let me check my
Yeah.
list.
And of course, I'd like to say hi to Marie Chris Pigzon. She says hi to you.
Yeah, the mom of Binibini.
Oh, yeah, the mom of
Yeah.
Binibining Ronda. Say hi to Alexa Montalio Araneta, Regina Baclay Traya. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but DM Love Chan, thanks for watching us and joining us. Agnes Tudlasan Palacio de Leon. We also have Ray is actually watching. Thanks for
Hi,
watching,
Ray.
Ray. Please clarify the information about Miss Talisay City if you can. And also Lima Odaibilia, thanks for joining. Fon Mandoloyo, Natural, I don't know how to pronounce this, Natural Kiams. Thank you very much for joining us today. And now let's go to Vanessa's question.
Dayan Padillo is actually the representative of Cebu City North.
Okay, so to all the fans of Dayan Padillo, thanks for joining us today. Okay, now let's go to your choices,
My
Vanessa.
turn.
Yeah, your the 2 other ladies in your top 5.
Okay. I know you didn't ask us to really rank them, but
Yes.
she's 5th in my list.
Okay,
This first girl that I'm going to reveal
okay,
is
and this is
Binibining Bantayan.
Okay.
Mary J. Felizarca or MJ? Okay.
why
Why?
she?
Now, for me, she's like the petite version of Rojali Katakutan, if you remember how she looks
Yeah.
like. She's actually, Rojali Katakutan is Binibining's Pilipinas Supernatural 2015, also from
Okay.
Cebu.
Yeah.
Initially, to be honest with you, she was not in my radar.
Okay.
It was because she was one of those who visited our newsroom during their media
Yes,
days
yes.
that I noticed her. She's actually much better appreciated in person when you hear her talk.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, kung siya lang siya, photo lang, she'll be lost in a sea of faces.
But she's also pretty.
Not
She
because
actually reminds me of, I think I've told this to her, she actually reminds me of Ellen Adarna. In some angles, yeah.
Pero pag visit niya dire, murag she won me over because I saw how sincere she was with her
Yeah.
advocacy, and she's actually really
And she
cute.
speaks really well.
She's cute and
She speaks
pretty in
well,
person.
Yeah.
Just first time naman gud jud niya na major pa. I remember she mentioned being in
Yes. Yes.
Miss Teen in
the US.
but
yeah.
this is her first major pageant.
Yes.
JP
She's from,
actually
if I'm not mistaken, North Carolina.
nagtako na siya sa North Carolina.
Ah,
Bago lang
yan,
siya
yan, yan, schooling daw siya, diba?
murag ni defer siya of schooling for a year before she goes to college. Nani siya roots sa
Sa
Bantayan
Bantayan.
daw according to her.
Okay. From your island.
So,
Search
the
it.
chika sa biyanin niya.
Okay.
Search over it.
So how did you find her when you got to talk to her?
Ko ano na kaning kay ako ba yun po sa ako ara sir ha kasi mabash mo tani kanang kung hisgot ang beauty queen usap ko na sa angle nga ako consider ang height.
Okay.
So when I saw her first, parang ako ay parang ako maglisod.
That's why she's in my last. So, pwede na siya mga heritage or ecology. Which they will say na equal na siya, no? Pero kung heritage, siya may sa pinakagamay o cash prize. So, siya should be considered
from
a fourth runner-up. So I think she's fifth in my list. And I think I find her articulate.
Yes.
And full of purpose.
Yes.
And she said nga kay ganni dali nga she grew up in a first world country. Pag ani lagi niya kita siya kanang mga animals, so kanang mga street kids, real culture.
Chikahan ka niya.
That's why na-feel na ako nga sincere jud ang iyang advocacy to help those people in need. Which I'm not saying that they is sincere ako ba na. It's just that I had a personal encounter with her and she really won me over.
Yeah, I would have to agree on that. Okay, the next person in your list.
Can I add
Of
something?
course, yes, of course.
When I reviewed our video of her, our Freeman conversations with her, I think again because it's her first time, she has a tendency to forget that she's on cam. Unlike some veteran, but like Binibining Randa, she's always
very conscious.
Always smiling.
Yes, always aware.
You think I'm gonna get Ignacia. She's sometimes she's staring blankly and she's not conscious that there is a camera. That's why she should smile often. So maybe if I see her in person, mo na akong advice niya. She should always be conscious that there's a camera and there's someone looking at her.
The nuances.
Yeah.
Okay, and before you tell us who your other choices, we'd like to say hi to Lima Odayvilla. She is saying shout out sa tanang mga taga Bugos City and thank you very much for joining us today, and shout out to all the residents and supporters of Miss Bugo.
Okay, so Vanessa,
Okay.
Mary
J. Felizardo.
With your first bet, and now let's proceed to the...
I think na-agree po tayo, wala ba?
Yes.
Okay.
Nag-agree niyo, sir. Pero kung ano siya ako, dark horse.
Yes.
Okay. Sige. I don't think it comes as a surprise. Last year, she was also one of my bets.
Yes, I remember.
Unfortunately, top 20 lang yung top 20 finalist last year.
Last year, she was representing
Dalaget.
Yes,
Dalaget, you know, not Dalagete.
Dalaget,
okay. So it's Lou Dominique Pigzon, which is this year she's representing Ronda.
Okay.
Parang may kakaiba sa aura niya ngayon. She's taller.
I remember Vanessa was telling us she's more prepared this year. And when she was actually here during the sponsors visit, she actually told us that right after last year's coronation night, her mentor, Danny Bo, actually told her already, we're gonna join again.
Kuya po this year, kay si Danny Bo, po yung mentor po ni to first Binibini Cebu April Smith.
Correct.
Siya po yung mentor po namin.
So,
hello, si Danny.
Hello, Sir Danny. So, same stable, both Ozar models. Now,
makita na ko na si Janine Tugunon.
Yes, that was the common observation.
Is this a new photo?
Since last year. Yes, this is this year's photo.
Okay.
Ano, maganda kasi yung last year photo?
Okay, she's actually one of the veterans. This is her 14th pageant.
Okay.
And I think the highest, she was a runner-up in Reina ng Aliwan, but I think her most famous title would be as a Miss Mandawi title holder.
Okay.
She was Miss Mandawi 2014.
Okay.
And she was Reina ng Aliwan 2016, second runner-up. But as she told me a few months back, she had a personal rule not to rejoin a pageant. So this is actually the first time that she broke that rule. Which parang Binibining Cebu is a different pageant.
Okay. You mean not to rejoin the same
pageant, I mean, yeah. Last year, she reached the top 20 and she was awarded Miss Sacred Heart School Batch 85 awardee, which translates to being the most professional candidate.
Okay.
And I'm actually getting the same feedback this year from the organizers that she's a really hard worker, she comes on time, she's very professional, she's present in every activity, so I will not be surprised if she'll win the same award of being Miss Professional again.
Okay.
Ako sir, feeling ako, makakuha na siya ground rule.
Okay, so last year she landed in the top 20. She wasn't able to penetrate the top 12. Okay, by the way, is it going to be the same this year? They're still going to have the top 20 and then top 12 and then top 5?
What I heard is they're going to pick the top 5 from the top 12. Like, one question and answer sa entire top 12.
No, then sir.
I mean,
paano niya po top 20, top 12, top 5?
I think so.
Ano kahit ang lima na ginanay round, di ba?
Yes. So automatically, once you get into the top 5, you
make round.
It's a reason to be happy already. Okay. And the moment I learned that she was rejoining, I asked her, what's my game plan after this time? to ensure a crown. She said that number one, she planned to be more present.
Okay.
Kay last year feeling niya nga she was in the background because ang personality lagi niya is to like keep a small circle,
alright.
and keep to her friends. But this
Okay.
year she felt that she was able to achieve that, to be more present, to be more out there.
Okay.
And second is to achieve a toner body.
Mhm.
Because she felt that last year more of the typical
Slim
slim pageant candidate.
Because she's a very models.
Yeah, so this year she told me na feel niya na siya abs.
Okay.
Ito na niya na-achieve na niya yung
Well, because he
Yeah,
fancy.
and so we can actually
Physique.
check. We can actually check because we have photos of the ladies
Mhm.
the
in
swimwear by
Let's see.
Salty.
By Salty. Okay.
Ano may uban, sir, nag-side view.
Just in from Rain and Yal, Big
Bitaw,
C.
nakagin mo siya abs.
Miss
diba?
Rhonda.
May pa siya ng abs. Kita?
Hindi na siya abs ba? Okay. Okay, Ray answered our query. We called
Okay.
Binibining Cebu, Binibining Talisay, Rachel Oy, back out just 2 days ago.
So,
Oh,
pinapag
so
Because
that's
of work.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we have no rep from
Kung ano
Talisay.
ni siya, kanina,
Thank you, Ray.
ano sa tawag kanina? Stewardess? Bato siya.
Flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
Okay.
So,
thank you
career
very much.
first.
So,
before the
dili na siya
crown.
pwede, oh, sorry.
So you have
It's
to pick
okay.
another one.
So we'd like to say thank you to Efiram Flor-de-Lis Taliedo for breaking the news here in our broadcast, and I'd like to say thank you to Ray from Big City Events for confirming with the Binibining Cebu Organizing Committee that indeed Miss Talisay City this year has backed out 2 days.
Tomorrow, Friday, 53
Friday,
na.
53 candidates. So, well, we wish Miss Talisay City the best of luck.
Diba?
Sayang.
Sayang po.
She sure has a reason, a more important reason for backing up. Bigger priorities, perhaps. Okay.
Walang career or pageant, diba? Dili career or love.
Yeah. But
Kaya-
okay, just a few days more.
No,
to the pageant.
because the effort she put in, the rehearsals, the
Yeah.
photo shoots, and ano.
There must be a bigger reason there.
Mm.
There's a reason
Thank you
for
very
it.
much. And
Okay.
good luck to you.
How about
Mr.
you, by the way? Naka-maan ni Rhonda?
Kung ano gid siya kanang kung modify ko niya ang one word ready. Maorin niya siya. Ako sure gid ko.
I'm sure she will get a lot.
And I think she'll be a big asset to the organization because she's really a workhorse.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I
Yun
think
nga sir, murag naka-add po niya no ang sa confidence niya na kato bitaw previous candidate na siya no kana kabaw na siya sa pagkigdili sa mga co-candidate niya. Kabaw na po siya sa mga sa nag-organize, sa mga organizer, di ba? So mo na maka-add on po ba og kuan confident
more
niya.
confidence.
I really hope she does bag a crown this year. She deserves it.
Yeah.
She will.
And
Base sa ako ang bola Krista.
I appreciated that she actually remembered because the first time, the first and only time we met last year was after the coronation night,
Mhm.
and when we met again this year
After the
during-
coronation night?
Yes, last year.
At the venue?
At the venue,
Okay.
at waterfront.
Actually, sir, pag ingon mo na ako nga video ng top 5, wala siya na ako i-include kay para na ako kaning dark horse. I mean, dark horse ba kay from top 20, murag sa gunsun na yung magsaka, di ba?
Okay. But we'll also tell you later on
Mhm.
who we think will be the dark horse this
Mhm.
year, or several.
Okay.
It's so awkward to say dark horses. Okay, so Vanessa's choices are Rhonda and Bantayan.
My choice,
She's hopeful
are
to be
Talisay and Hinatilan.
Hinatilan. So, are these your choices? And do you agree with their choices? What do you think? Miss Talisay City, well, she's no longer in the picture.
Mm.
Miss Rhonda. So, we now have Miss Rhonda, Hinatilan, and
By the way,
Bantayan.
do you have a sixth candidate you would like to add? Now, mawala na siya si Talisay.
Yes.
Who?
Pwede ako yung picture.
Sure. Who's your candidate?
Representing the town of Midillian.
Ah, alright,
yeah,
okay.
you told us this a while ago.
Okay, we'll ask. Okay, we'll ask.
Diba?
We'll ask.
Ako na rin good
We'll ask
friend.
Julius.
Okay.
We'll ask Julius to borrow.
Ako naman eh, girl in your room.
Borrow.
Ako na yan.
Borrow. Okay.
Ikaw, unsa imong thoughts sa kuan sa Mia?
Nadalian. To be honest, I haven't had encounters with her.
Okay.
Wala ako naka-encounter niya.
So dapat sa counter.
Okay. So, why is she in your top choices?
Kuan pud sir kaning murag pag-ura siya sa pageant bitaw ba pero nakakita ko dai pud kaniya ko ang kanang murag maka feel kag aura ba nga mo shine gyud ning bata niya sa question and answer baka
Is
ba
it her first pageant?
spontaneous murag baon siya yung first nga big,
Major.
okay.
Okay.
Yes, major pageant.
Okay.
Okay.
Sige, ako na silang
Yun
I
na,
watch out for Medallion because
And-
because
yes.
of you.
Thank you. And then, murag ko ang siya no kanay kay nakamaw na sa mga pageant to sir no dili. Sa di ba? Sa ato ang trend ron yung kanay dili na kayo makakuha crowd ng mga puti, mga mestiza di ba? Murag karon nga panahon ito mga black na mga very Filipinas. So mao na kung i-consider.
Miss Medellin is Miss Sheena May Balansag.
Balansag. So usay gid siya sa amay atangan.
Okay,
Sa
How tall is she?
dili pud kay siya taas murag 5'5".
Okay.
5'5".
5'5".
Oh,
5'5".
memorize their height. How about her speaking skills?
Uy, very kuan.
Articulate?
Yes, articulate.
Okay.
Just like me.
Ramon says yes.
Yes. Thank you, sir, sa pag-agree. So, mauli sa ako ang bet kay na-break pa na to ang news.
Yes.
So, mauli siya si Miss Medellin, Sheena May Balansag, and then hinatilan ni Sharon Angel.
Okay, so there you have it. Miss Medellin, Rhonda, Bantayan, Hinatilan. Do you agree with their choices? What do you think? Tell us. If those four are also in your list. Okay, let's go to the 3 candidates you agree on. 2 of you. Ta-da!
Okay. By the way, Medellin is also a choice of Yuri, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay. Okay, whew, this is where I'm more excited.
Yes, me too, sir. Thank you again sa ato mga viewers, no?
Okay.
Ibiyan na to karon.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us. Please tell us your thoughts and share your thoughts. Type them in the comment section if you want to shout out to your candidates. We'd also like to say hello to Rick Ryan Zafra, Christian Son, Noel Crucio, Cindy Plando, our very own Preciosa Bacausa is watching. Are you back in Cebu? Hopefully you can join us later on. And Maymay Pasinio, thank you very much for being here. Angie Tingal Aviles, who's saying hi to Miss Toledo.
We have another text from Ray.
Okay.
Okay. Last year we started at the top 20.
Okay.
This year now we're going to have top 25.
So
Okay.
5 more chances for 5 candidates to be in the semifinals.
So from
From the top-
53,
From 53, top 25, that will be whittled down to top 12.
Okay.
And then from the top 12,
Top
announcement of 5 winners.
Okay, so
top
again,
5 na ano
Thank you,
yung
Ray.
round.
thank you very much, Ray. This year, another change in the competition from 53 na lang. Okay, wala naman si Miss Talisay. From 53 candidates, they will be choosing the top 25 semifinalists. And then from there, they will be picking the top 12. And from the top 12, they will be choosing the 5 ladies who will bag the 5 crowns.
And I heard, correct me if I'm wrong, Reha, the top 12 will be asked a question.
Okay.
Unlike last year, more top 5 siguro to, di ba?
More there's a casual question.
Casual.
Yeah, so it's a top 12. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
exciting.
All right, so the 3 candidates now.
Are you gonna judge the division schools press?
Who's asking? Is that a question for me?
Rick Ryan Zafra. Hi, sir. Okay, sir. Later na sir.
Hello, Sir Rick Ryan Zafra. Thank you very much for joining us, but we will discuss the Division Schools press conference in another venue.
Yes, I
Will you go
will.
there
Yes, I will.
later?
I was actually in Bogo a few days back. I will be in Bantayan tomorrow. So see you in Balamban and okay.
So, again, atong laruan mo, mauli siya ang mga candidate na nag-agree ni
Yes.
Vanessa. Yeah, if
There's a
maganda
question
mo-
here from Sheila Ramos. How about Miss Dumanho? We'll see if she's among the 3.
So again, kini ang nag-agree ni Vanessa and dili ang duha is yet to be discussed kung kinsa atong ibutan din.
Yeah. From
From
these
Okay.
autos.
Okay. All right.
Okay, you reveal the first lady,
Ako
Vanessa.
na? Ako sa?
Okay, let me do the honors.
Ah,
This
sige.
one.
Sir, but before that, sir,
Okay.
atong laruan, girank na siya nato. Okay ka, na na siya ranking?
Okay,
Ako,
we'll
okay
reveal
ako.
them first, and then we'll see how you will rank
Okay.
later on. But for sure, these are the 3 that you believe can penetrate the top 5. Okay, let's begin with this one.
Ta-da!
Car City, Vanessa.
Vanessa Claudine Aman.
Your
Sorry, Aman.
I'm not sure.
Aman Polo.
Okay.
Vanessa, why have you chosen Miss Vanessa?
Aside from the fact that you have the same name.
Okay. Okay, bit of background about her, ha? She
Yeah.
was Miss Cebu, second runner-up 2011.
Okay.
2012, she joined Miss World Philippines. She was also second princess.
Okay.
That was in 2012. She was top 4 at the Mega Fashion Crew 2011 reality show. She was also one of Mega Magazine's most beautiful. So
Okay.
this is her 3rd pageant, and the duha ka pageant ngayon bilang second runner-up siya.
Okay.
So in both pageants also she was Miss Friendship, and you've seen how she was with her fellow candidates, right? So again, we will not be surprised if she will bag Miss Friendship again.
That's true. And when she was among those who visited the Freeman and the sponsors visit, and she looked very genuine to me the way she interacted with her fellow candidates, and she was very articulate. She really spoke her mind, and she seemed to be very honest about her.
She seems like the barkada that you want to have, or the friend that you want to have,
the ally that you want to have.
Get a friendship better.
Yeah. Okay. I know
So,
at first.
Vanessa.
Okay. To be honest, I know a lot of people, including me, when I first saw her press presentation. Because to be honest, she does not have the typical body type.
That's true.
Bisa mga bayan sa parlor.
Ang
mga chika sa Chinese community.
And she herself admitted and accepted the fact that perhaps this is not her best form as far as beauty queen standards are concerned.
Pero during her Miss Cebu days,
Miss Philippines days,
she was slimmer.
She was slimmer, but makita niyo ang marked difference than the typical beauty pageant.
Actually, she reminds me of kanang Miss Canada during Miss Universe 2016.
Yes, in the Philippines, that was actually one of the most talked about candidates. She was one of the most talked about candidates because she was voluptuous. She was the antithesis of the normal, the usual beauty queen, slim, slender, and statuesque.
Now, I knew she could talk, but before she visited our newsroom, she was not among my top 5. But when she came here, and she won me over. Because when she talks, makapaminaw jud ka. You don't want her to stop talking.
I agree.
More ma-inspire ka to be a better person when you listen to her.
You know what I like about her? The fact that she does not come from Karkar, and she was given the Karkar sash to represent. She knows a lot of Karkar already. Just
Di ba she's from Kamote?
She's from Lapu-Lapu actually.
From Lapu-Lapu.
Pero yung mga roads, di ba na siya kaliwa?
She was able to talk about Karkar like she lived there.
Kaya yung mga beauty queen man sa?
Yeah, si Queenie Aman, a counselor, I don't know if a current counselor, but a counselor in Lapu-Lapu.
Sir, mga bayad sa pasultiyon sa lani, katong mutapik na, murampa na, ay murag pasok sa banga.
Yeah, because that's actually one of the much talked about issues in this year's Binibining Cebu. Many are questioning why candidates who do not actually come from the town or city are made to represent the local government unit. And we clarified that with the organizers and the Binibining Cebuians, and they told us there's actually, number one, there's really no policy that says you cannot, right? And if, for example, if you can get the endorsement from the LGU, then you can represent the LGU. But if you cannot get the endorsement from the LGU, you can just screen directly with the Binibining Cebu organizers, and they can actually assign a sash for you to represent.
So did you issue?
Yes, and she was in fact she was first assigned Cebu City North District, and then eventually it was given to someone else, and then she now has the Karkar crown.
And you know the story? She was actually a literal na last minute candidate. She was passing by Seaside lang daw.
And then?
You remember her saying
I remember
that?
her during the visit here. And then she was asked to sign up.
That's why admittedly, di siya in her best form that time. But I remember from press presentation to the last time I saw her, she's slimmer now. And yeah, if again I can share, during the Miss World Philippines telecast, where there was a lull, and the host then Edu Manzano went down to interview celebrities who's your bet. And two actors actually, Marvin Agustin and Maria Isabel Lopez, an actress and former Binibining Pilipinas Universe, picked her as their bet.
Okay.
And
who was the winner at that time?
Si Queenie Aman. No. Queenie Rich. Queenie Rich yung first name.
Okay. In Miss World Philippines?
Miss World Philippines.
Okay.
One of the reviews I read about her that time, Miss World Philippines, was she has the smarts and she has this contagious perkiness.
There is no question she has the smarts. Yeah. She can, impromptu speaking.
And her curls actually make her stand out. You remember she said there was back then, ginadilian na kind of hairstyle. She was actually
the afro hairstyle.
Advice against sporting that kind of hair, but it actually makes her stand out.
Hello, Sir Jobert Bukaw. Thank you for watching.
So there's
Hi, Sir James. Okay, so there you have it. Karkar City, do you agree? She also one of your choices.
Kanamo ko siya buhok po, sir. Brazil ba ka nang inigluto gani nga car. So murag ang mga tao pud ba murag inig after na sa next segment murag mo look forward po niya. Asa naman tong ano tong kulot kong buhok niyo na.
Because she really stands out. I hope she sports the same hairstyle during the finals night.
So usag yun siya sa pinaka-strong, pinaka-likod mga contender. Pero para na ko murag mulan na siya ko ang kining runner-up. Para na ako
They don't really consider it a runner-up. Maybe one of the title holders.
Oh, I'll know kung ato i-rank diba?
Okay, so those let me clarify with perhaps Ramon, are there still runners-up this year or no more?
No, I saw the press kit. Wala naman. Indicate lang the 5.
Okay.
So unsa ka mga title na nakuno?
Ecology and heritage.
So again, the top 5 titles up for grabs this year.
Ang pinakataas is Binibining Cebu.
Okay.
Next, tourism, charity,
Ecology,
and heritage.
Okay. So para nako murag naa di siya sa kuan kini. So to tourism and then
Heritage.
Charity.
Regular di siya sa autography karon ni Maria Gigante.
Okay, she can also very well represent carry the heritage crown because the way she was talking about Car when she was here in the Freeman, as if she has lived there all her life. Okay. Yeah.
So next,
Miss Car City, do you agree? Tell us in the comments.
Ano say you, John?
Okay, next, Vanessa.
Hi, Miss Candice. Sige go.
Okay, there you go.
We have Madre
Dejos, Tracy Maureen Perez.
Okay.
I believe she is the first runner-up of kuan kining
The reigning Miss Cebu. Gabriel Rain
Balcha.
And she is like Rhonda, she is also a returning Binibini.
Okay.
Would you like to tell us first?
Wait, what did she represent last year?
Last year she was Argao.
Okay.
Argao, yes. Okay. Tracy Maureen Perez. Karon nagrepresenta sa Madre Dejos. Last year it was actually very heartbreaking for her when she learned nga 6th di ay siya sa ranking. Like kung gamay na lang dyan nga point, ma-appeal na siya sa top 5, runner-up na siya. So she told me it was actually more heartbreaking compared to what siya nakibang na 6th day siya. Kaya mura galing, gamay na lang dyan unta, naka-top 5 na po.
Okay, if you were in her place, if you were a candidate for example, would you want to know your score?
Pwede po.
Or you
Ako, parang
simply
ako,
leave it as is?
gusto din ko makabaw kayo, kung asa yung kutob ako magpaningkamot, di ba?
Maybe
So sa ito po, so heartbreaking nga, pag-ibaw ng top 6, so may gitanong to pag-kiay, gitanong to pag...
Kung marunong pa siya
casual interview.
What could I have done?
Yeah, okay. But to clarify, the organizers can
Sana
actually...
kulang.
The organizers can actually tell you your score. Is that
Then I don't know. Ikaw ba
sure?
I think so.
Can they do
Ganun
that?
sa niya pag-ibaw. Maybe ipakita siya.
Yeah, I think it's what the answer.
Okay.
Last year she represented Argao. She's a 25-year-old industrial engineer. She was Miss Cebu 2016, first runner-up. This is what she told me during our interview. It's just hard to know that you were so close, yet somehow at some point you just fell short. This time she feels more confident because she joined Origin Model Management, Osventua, the same agency that Maria Gigante and Samantha Lo is. So she feels more confident this year with the team backing her up, as opposed to last year that everything was on her.
Rhonda made the decision to join the pageant again immediately after the coronation and last year. What about her? When did she decide to join again?
They put days before the screening, but it took her longer. Because she told me her friends and family were actually dissuading her.
I see. Maybe they felt the heartache. She didn't want to go through in case. Okay. But she's in your top 5. Why do you think she will have a chance to win a crown this year?
During sa resort or evening gown competition, because last year I remember saying that, correct me if I'm wrong, wala mo siya sa top 5 last year? Wala ba? My impression last year was more galing she lacked the energy. She was kind of plain looking to me last year. But last year, or this year, when I saw her sa resort or evening gown, I felt she had she had a brighter smile. So she has a different aura this year.
Siya na yung pinadagan spotlight.
She looked more playful when she ramped down the stage.
Yeah. So she must have really prepared a lot this year.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, let's go. So we have so far Car City and Madre Dejos. Did they figure it out?
Okay.
Ready na po
And
siya.
finally, Sir James.
Yes, Sir
James
James.
Philip.
Kita magdungan taga ko ang yun siyang
Sige,
bandmate.
go. And I think a lot
I
of
believe
others...
daghan ang mo agree
Yes.
sa to
I think it will not
Tapos
be
na ang
surprise.
laban. Mandawi City.
Okay.
Steffi Rose Averas Torre.
Kirsten Averas.
Ako no kanang personally kapila dapat ko nakametod niya hining kuan gyud siya genuine gyud siya pagkatao. Pangutanon siya nimo diretso pud matubag.
Okay.
Pila kini murag kung saan humana ang laban para yun niya gihimo ang binibining Cebu
But
pageant.
for her, the most pressure is with her. Because everyone believes that she has the chance to get the crown, the ultimate binibining Cebu crown. So I think that's a different kind of pressure when everyone expects that you get it. Compared to someone perhaps who's not expected to perhaps get a crown. But hopefully, she'll get through.
Ang sa ako upod sir, Vanessa, no, kana bitong si Steffi, palingkuron siya nimo with the candidate sa kilid, murag problema na siya. Wala ra. Pero sus parang pahuli mo sa stage, wala na humana na gyud. Murag isuot niya tanan siya ang pitikot ang mga kandidata.
So she's
dako
really
na siya
a performer.
pitikot.
She's really a performer.
Perfect pagpaso, kanang di ba kung mapasok siya murag humana gyud isuot na lang mo dili ako dili paso yung anak.
Not to mention that she's also an experienced beauty queen.
And model.
And model.
Okay. Again, let's cut to the chase. She is the candidate to beat.
Okay.
Dili na ma-question niya yung RAM skills because she is a model. So she will just have to perform decently sa Q&A and the crown is hers.
Bitaw. So mas i-practice kami na sa question and answer na
Yeah.
ang mga thoughts niya usahay sa ba magkarambola pero
But we have to also consider that when you are in front of many people, when all the lights are on you, it's really difficult to to answer questions. So there's a pressure that she has to
And for me, she
surmount.
doesn't have to deliver a groundbreaking answer, basta decent lang. Okay,
Pero sa
total package naman good siya.
pero sakto ka sir no ang giingon mo sir no nga kanang ang pressure na ako sa iya kay
Yes,
daghan
yes.
ka kayo
All the
nagtuloy
eyes
siya
are on her.
yun ang
Yes,
mga
all the eyes are on her.
And actually, except Mrs. Safi, where she was first runner-up, she has won all the pageants that she has
Can you
done.
imagine?
Miss Mandawi,
Can
di
you
ba?
imagine?
Cebu
2013?
Festival Queen 2011, Miss
Okay.
Campus Fem 2012, Miss Mandawi 2013, Reina ng Aliwan 2014, and the latest, I believe, is Miss Boucher 2015.
Yeah. So, well, good luck to Miss Mandawi. Good luck on the pressure.
And I think it was also a blessing in disguise. She's only 23 years old. And I think it was a blessing in disguise na wala ganun siya ni-join ng Binibining Pilipinas or the major national pageants. Although national man ang Reina ng Aliwan, katong Boucher, kay kung makadaw siya binibining, kung giuna to niya binibining Cebu niya, naka-crown siya dito, di na siya kapilog.
Pero there is a plan na ma-join sa Binibining Pilipinas this year.
In 2019?
I mean, in 2019. I mean, karon sa year mo audition daw.
What if makadaw siya binibining Cebu, mapilog Cebu?
Nga naman, may rules ba nga magbawal sa kaman?
Feeling ako, di ka niya mamorg, di siya ka-focus to...
Kay DC.
Yes, that's true, that's true. And if ever
So kung madaog siya, dapat next year na kay si Maria o si April, mag-join mo na sila.
Yeah, no, in 2019.
Pero ipahuman sa nila yan.
So in 2019, the person who's sure to join is Samantha Lo.
Yes.
She broke she made the announcement during the Freeman conversations just a few months ago. And well, I'm not sure if the Binibining Cebu pageant organizers would allow her if she wins the crown to join Binibining Pilipinas, and if Binibining Pilipinas has a policy not to accept current title holders. I don't know, but.
Well, and trivia lang na actually when I interviewed her when she just won Miss Mandawi, she told me that the manager of Sam Milby back then approached her to join at the PBB, the same batch as Later Young. Pero ni-refuse siya because she wanted to finish high school first.
Okay.
But she actually has offers on the back then to join showbiz.
Okay. She knows her priorities.
She chose to finish college first.
Okay, she knows her priorities. But unquestionably, she's pretty.
Na siya
she has
pagka-Eric
the chops.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Actually, daghan po siya mga kapareperad announcer artista, Yasi Pressman.
Oh, yeah.
Makita po
Yeah.
niya.
Yeah.
Hindi ka ma-intimidate mo doon niya. Down to earth na siya.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good news.
Mukhang buwan.
Well, if you're from Mandawi City,
Yeah.
you must eat the bingka, you know.
Pero naani siya sa niluan yun.
Yeah,
Di ba?
sure,
Kaya yung ate ani is also a beauty queen.
Crystal Star. Actually, I
Pero
don't really
hindi
want,
yun siya,
sorry,
diba?
I don't really want to call her beauty queen because when you think about it, technically, wala mo siya makatitle.
Okay.
She moved up na siya as Miss Mandawi because ni-resign.
okay.
And
So-
then
so
she also
succession.
joined, na-runner-up na siya sa Miss Cebu, si Crystal Star, na finalist po sa Miss Philippines Earth.
Okay.
And all married na. to Korean. So,
okay.
ni-retire na sa pageant.
Alright, we'd like to say hi to Ken MBT Herrera. Is this Mabati? We'd like to say also hi to Dorivic Gigante Espina.
Oh, Tia Di Maria Gigante. Hello, ate.
They're both rooting for Steffi because Ken says yes, Mandawi City, and then Dorivic says Steffi. Reynard Quizon, Mandawi ang daog ana for sure. So he's most probably rooting for her. Harbs Zosas, Miss Alcantara.
Alcantara. Is this Agustina Oliver?
Who's our Miss Alcantara?
Alcantara.
Hello to the supporters
one of the
and followers
youngest.
of Miss Alcantara. Also Miss Bugo. Lucy Lequin Pedrosa is saying hi to Miss Bugo.
Bang nag-message na ko ba? Wala doon mo gi-appeal si cover ko no, sa iyong mga.
Ay, sure ka, nag-message mo.
Yes.
Ikaw kasi di mo
Okay, no. We'll talk about those who are not in your top 5. But for now, okay. These are the ladies that you believe are sure to be in the top 5. Your personal picks.
Kaning tolo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mandawi City, Madre Dejos, and Carcar City, Steffi Rose Averasturi, Tracy Maureen Perez, and Vanessa Aman. So they're locked in your top 5. Now the question is.
No, if I had my way.
Later on.
Okay.
The question is, who else will you include in your top 5? From the 4 there,
For me, I
who
will
should be in
choose
the top 5?
Rhonda.
How about you?
Yeah, Rhonda.
So ato siya pa.
Yeah.
It's okay. She can stay there. Okay, so Rhonda and who's the other one?
Sige, compromise.
Because we have 5 crowns, so we have to give them a top 5.
Hinatilan.
Okay.
So okay na kasi hinatilan.
Okay.
So ato buhaon na lang sir ang kanino ha.
Okay.
Para makita na itong top 5.
It's okay. We can. Sige, let's
So ato i-transfer na dito. So sir, kuan sa no? Okay na unta ko ani nila sir kini si Mandawi, Manidejos o si Carcar.
Okay.
Yung karon kay amo man isod si Ronda.
Okay.
Kasi di ko na siya mo kisi-kisi.
Okay.
So para na ako sir, pwede na siya mo puli din sa iyang.
Okay, later. We'll talk about the ranking later.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
So,
far,
ito na
Wala
Rhonda,
sa kisi-kisi.
it's okay. Rhonda,
Muna siya isda pa yung ibutang sa fish pan. Hoy, ako na din ha.
okay.
Rhonda.
So we have her here. And then we have
Hinatila.
Hinatila. Okay.
Okay, JP's choice.
You can stay there. Okay, so there you have it. Our top 5.
Our top 5!
This year we have Mandawi City, Madre Dejos, Carcar City, Ronda, and Hinatila.
Hinatila.
Do you agree with their choices? Share your
But
thoughts.
can I really reveal my real top 5?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
If you really had my way,
Okay.
which is my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Okay. And Sir JB?
Actually, pare-parehan ni Sir Jobert ni Vanessa sa among top 3. Pero dili ni magtiki sa top 5.
Okay.
So ako, okay na ko ani. Pero yung natin siya top 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So, parehas na din. Sa
Very
top
top
3. Okay.
Okay, so there you have it. Our top 5 in this year's Binibining Cebu pageant, Mandawi City, Madre Dejos, Carcar City, Ronda, and Hinatilan. So they can see our choices. What do you think? Who are your bets? Do you agree with the top 5? And of course, if you were to choose the Binibining Cebu this year, who will be your choice? Binibining Cebu. Okay, let's go ascending order. So let's begin with heritage.
My
right?
heritage will be Bantayan.
Okay, from
Okay.
among
My
these.
ecology will be Carcar.
No, from among this.
From among these? And over there? Okay.
From among the 5.
Oh, okay. Heritage.
So, Hinatilan is your heritage.
Okay, ecology.
Ecology, Vanessa Aman, Carcar.
Charity.
Charity is Madre Dejos.
Tourism.
Tracy, Tourism, Ronda, and
Binibining Cebu.
Binibining Cebu, Mandawi City.
Yes.
What about you, sir?
My heritage, Sir Jobert, is Hinatian. Ano ba siya? Hinatilan.
Hinatilan, okay.
And then my ecology is Carcar.
Okay.
Ano to three? Tourism.
Charity.
Charity is Madre Dejos, tourism is Ronda, and then Binibining Cebu is Mandawi.
Same, the same up
Okay.
here.
There you have it. Do you agree with their choices? Share your thoughts. And also, please post in the comment section who your bets are for this year's Binibining Cebu pageant. Again, there are 5 crowns in store. The Binibining Cebu crown itself, we have Binibining Cebu Tourism, Binibining Cebu Charity, Binibining Cebu Ecology, and Binibining Cebu Heritage. Our 5 crowns in store this year, and again, we'd like to share with everyone, if you have just joined us, that as confirmed by the organizers of Binibining Cebu through Big City Events and Public Relations, Miss Talisay City has already backed out from the competition as of 2 days ago. So we now have 1 less candidate. So 53 candidates will vie for the crown on Friday, 7 p.m., right?
Doors will open at 6 p.m. And by the way, there are those disagreeing with our bet.
Okay, sure, yes.
Kasi Pilaw ko na yung bet.
What?
Kasi Pilaw na yung bet.
Who is this? Oh, Nar Salazar Achia says my bet this year is JP Lau. Don't
Thank you
worry,
so much.
don't worry, he will join Mr. Press Freedom next
So when
Basta ikaw ang mag-appeal sa Miss.
Will I have the 2 of you also during the coronation on Friday? Will you be there?
Yes.
Fingers crossed. Yes, we hope to see you.
Sige.
So again,
Sure.
our bets, Mandawi City, Ronda,
Excuse Vanessa.
Mardelos,
Sorry.
and Carlo will make it in this year's Binibining Cebu pageant. Share your thoughts, tell us what you think, and 5 crowns are up for grabs. And of course, stay tuned for our coverage of the finals of this year's Binibining Cebu pageant. And thank you very much to all of you who supported all your candidates in our In Focus series. And to those who watched our live videos with our top 10 candidates whose videos had the most number of views on the Freeman page, we'd like to acknowledge the head of that campaign, Ramon Taguchi, our In Focus series. The candidate with the most number of views actually was Miss Mandawi. With
Not Naga.
Oh, sorry.
Naga.
Naga City with 44?
44, 45.
At least,
Yeah.
40,000 views.
Yes.
And of course, next to her is Miss Mandawi with 33,000, something like that, 32,000 views. And of course,
Wow.
aside from these, we mentioned earlier, aside from these top picks, who else are you eyeing at? Because there might be, a dark horse in this year's competition. Who can you consider as a dark
This
horse?
time we'll ask him. Because he's been asking us the entire.
Mhm.
We'll ask him.
Ikaw, sir, kinsa mo
Yeah.
din, sir?
Aside from this one,
Yes.
aside from our top picks, well, I'm keeping an eye on Miss Alegria.
Covered.
Kimberly
Kim
Covered.
Covered.
From your hometown.
From my hometown,
Yeah.
not because she's from my hometown, but
Ay,
because
ang alegría di ka, sir. Tapos ako nagkuhan ko, nagkanang, saan yun, nagkanang
Road trip.
road trip.
Yes.
Because Kim is from Dumaguete City, but she was assigned the Alegria crown, the sash this year. Not because she's from my hometown, but because of her experience. She's also an experienced candidate. She has already won
Miss Philippines
Miss Philippines.
Miss Philippines Water.
Miss Philippines Water, so she might have the potential to also penetrate the top 25. Okay, and even the top 12. So I'm keeping an eye on her. I'm also keeping an eye on Miss Naga.
Ivy topic.
Why?
Because she's also an experienced candidate. So we'll never know how they will perform on stage. Because someone who's experienced and not experienced is really a difference when it comes to performing on stage. So and also Miss Mandawi.
Ralphila Lewis.
Yes,
representing
Rafaela Lewis.
Badian.
Yes, representing Badian.
Do you like her because?
She's statuesque.
Mhm.
I also find her very pretty.
Mhm.
She's practically like a clone of April Smith. As far as looks are concerned. So that
And
might...
mayo kayo siya murampa.
That's true, exactly. So she also performs very well on stage. So that's why I will not be surprised if she will also make it to the top 25.
Okay.
Okay, so aside from those 3, who else do you think?
Ako, okay na ko. Okay, ako ang dark horse is Miss Midillian.
Okay.
Pero since wala na ang dalisay, so akong gisaka.
Okay na kay ko ano.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay. What do you think of the 3 ladies I mentioned?
Okay lang po. Si Ivy topic din po ito karang saba din po sa Binibining Cebu.
Very beautiful also.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, siya po ito na yung anak po, no? Di ba?
Yeah, she's
One of
also
the
a
single
single
moms.
mom.
Same thing with Kim Covered.
Mhm.
And who was your third one? Si Ralphila.
Rafaela Lewis. Yeah. Because I also got to meet Rafaela when she visited us
Yes.
when she won Miss Mandawi.
Mhm.
So I like her aura.
Mhm.
So who knows? Good luck to the ladies.
To the 53 now.
To the 53 candidates.
Just a few details of
Yes,
what
of course,
they will be
sure.
expecting
Of
come
course,
Friday
on
night.
Friday, yes.
Binibining Cebu 2018 will have a theme of celebrating the story of the Cebuana. Opening production will tell the story of the Cebuana through the decades. There will be 150 individuals who will be performing Set design, of course, by Kenneth Cobalque. Performers include Luke Mijares, Missing Filemon, Kenneth Corbera, Jewel Villaflores. Kaya di ba last year, mura natagang sila ngayon i-invite katong taga Manila. Okay. Wala nag-ilis. The same outfit from rehearsal. So,
I mean, ako energy ka. Low energy.
so this year, kinatagam na sila. They
Tagaw sa
decided
James Reid. Tagaw sila as James Reid.
all the performers to be Cebuano.
Wow.
And why not, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Cebu is just brimming with talent.
Mhm.
So, we don't need to get...
And aside from those individual performers, we also have the Cebu Philharmonic Orchestra.
Wow.
We have the 15-piece Bogo Rondalla. We have the 10-man Lupon and Duyo Percussion Ensemble and the Premiero Choral Group. So it's a really Cebuano
huge production.
Mhm.
Okay.
Doors open at 6 p.m. Tickets are priced at 3,000, 2,000, 1,500, 1,000, and general admission is at 500 pesos. If you want to secure tickets, you can visit the Binibining Cebu office at the Greenery in Mabolo, or you can call CES at 0906-263-395.
Okay, and perhaps one of the questions our viewers might be asking, do you already know who the judges will be this year?
Marwa pa nila i-reveal. Wag pag-i-chika ni Reyna.
Bumalik ba si Charo? Charo
Because last
Santos?
year it was a formidable,
Mhm.
lineup of judges. We had,
We had the Miss Earth winner.
yes,
We had
Charo.
Charo Santos. Who else did you remember?
Si Ben siya, nakakato?
was he there?
Mura. Basta sila.
Okay.
Si Tessa Prieto, di ba? Nagtuto siya ito.
Was she
I
there?
can't be sure. Rufa Gutierrez. If
Oh,
he
Rufa.
was there
Rufa,
last
Rufa,
year.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But I did remember you emphasizing it last year. Carrie Santiago, one of the organizers of Binibining Cebu, really wants a beautiful candidate to win the crown.
Thus.
And that's me.
So, anyone please?
Yeah.
Tapos na ang laban!
Okay. And actually, if I can also share, no, last year there were a lot of firsts nga akong na-experience in a pageant. Number one, it was the first time na the same sila og evening gown tanan.
Yes.
Because
Which was nice. For me, which was nice. Yeah.
Di para masyayang di ba ang kuan dito, no? Makabaw pag...
But maybe for if it was
Kaso.
a pageant nga Italicas, dili siya mo work. Kaya maburing nga mata ng mga viewers nga the same marang gown na makita nila. But yeah, it was my first time to see the same evening gown, all the 54 candidates. It was the first time I saw nga nagbinisaya. Nagbinisaya ang kanang some of the candidates
Yes.
for the Q&A. Yeah, gi-translate ni Carla Henry. That was fun, right?
Mm.
And then first time po, na ako nga witness na I ni confess on stage a candidate that she was a part of the LGBT community. So there was a lot of firsts.
A lot of first, and the pageant itself was a first.
Yes, so maybe we're expecting more first this time around.
And people are really expecting a lot because it was highly successful last year, considering it was just the first installment of the pageant. So people will really expect a lot this year. And as you mentioned, there were a lot of firsts last year, but as far as the gown was concerned, when everyone had the same evening gown, for me that was something commendable because it provided a level playing field
Yes.
for all the candidates. Because sometimes, the fact is, there are just others who will have
Naiuba ang
More
gopa,
beautiful
pero
gowns,
makuha
yeah.
sila sa ilang gown.
That's good.
Like Minlanilla last year,
Ay,
may
dili ko
comment
mga-
nila, kanang sorry sa designer, pero parang dili ko no kay flattering ang evening gown.
Sa
Ni Minlanilla.
Yeah. And last year's evening gown was designed by no less than Carrie Santiago.
During the coronation night.
During the coronation night, so all of them got to wear.
And before we end, let's acknowledge our outgoing queens.
Of course, yes.
Binibining Cebu, April Smith for Badian, Binibining Cebu Tourism, Samantha Law for Asturias, Binibining Cebu Charity, Maria Gigante for Bantayan, first runner-up Ingrid Herodias from Minglanilla, second runner-up Kathleen May Lendio for Danao City. Good job, girls, for
Congratulations for the past year. Yeah.
1 year reign, and we are excited for Samantha Law. We'll
Yeah,
be
Samantha Law joining
finalists next
Binibining
year.
Pilipinas 2019.
Yes.
So siya pa ni-confirm si
Yes.
April.
April has said that she has plans of returning to Binibining, pero on what year, let's watch out.
Okay.
Okay. Any other last few words?
Next episode na to, ato na talo din ang winner, di ba?
Yes, of course.
And that will be next week.
Yes, that will culminate our coverage of
So,
this year.
atangin ninyo kung sila ba yun ang naandiri next week.
That's true. And please do watch out this time around sa Banat News page.
Yes.
There
Excited
will
ako sa
also-
inyong away.
Lain ko din ko ang mga band. Amo na ako mga kuan mga koyog, pagkakala ni sila kuha.
They'll also share our thoughts on their own bets for this year's Bini Cebu. And again, we'd like to emphasize that our choices will not have any effect on the judging of this year's pageant, and will not in any way influence the judges because we don't really know who they are.
Yes.
And of course, no influence at all the organizers. But I'd like to thank the organizers of Bini Cebu, our friends at Big City Events and Public Relations for supporting the In Focus series.
Yes.
Here in the Freeman, and of course for welcoming us again.
Thank you likewise to the
pageant.
Binibining Cebu Charity Foundation and the Sacred Heart School for Boys Batch 1985 Foundation Incorporated. Big C Ray for always quickly replying to my queries. The same thing with Natasha, always very quick to reply.
Yes. Thanks for the patience.
And text messages.
Thanks for the patience and for accommodating us all the time. And we'll see you on Friday as we look forward and wait for the new queens who will be this year's Bini Cebu Charity, Tourism, Heritage, and what's the other one? Ecology. Thank you very much for joining us in this year's Fearless Forecast. Who do you think will win? Do you agree with our bets? Please share your thoughts and continue to join the conversation. And on behalf of the panel, Sir
Thank
James,
you so much,
for
Philip,
joining us
today.
today.
That's how I learned your complete name.
Alakas makalalaki. Thank you, Sir Jobert.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
Miss
much for joining
Vanessa.
us.
And see you all Friday night at the
Yes.
Pacific Grand Ballroom of Waterfront Cebu City Hotel.
This is our entertainment editor, Vanessa Bobana, and I'm Jobert Alcal, the online editor of the Freeman. And on behalf of the entire team here in the Freeman Online, thank you very much for joining us today, and we'll see you on Friday, Coronation Night of the 2018 Bini Cebu.
Bye-bye.
Bye!